the title in 2024. U15.
Double leg by Zalota. Now coming up, body lock. Nice job by Zalota. They're able to get in his hips back.
It was Hoare getting the hips back.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Zalota coming back up with the lock. Now going high crotch is Zalota. Kind of a chin whip attempt there by Hoare, but Zalota going to pick up the takedown, take a 3-0 lead. Aggressive start there for Zalota. So he throws the double legs in on top and gets Hoare broken down flat.
Zalota 38-13 as a freshman. National Prep 6th place finisher. Runner-up in the PA Prep State Championships. Kendahl, one of those highly talented upper weight freshmen in Pennsylvania. Uncle a standout at Bloomsburg University in the early 2000s.
We're also a freestyle national champion this year.
Started getting into that, and then the action happens. Zalota got to that body lock. Was fighting with the double overs, trying to get his hips back and away. High leg ride there for Zalota.
Yeah, we'll see if Zalota looks to work here out of this. Sort of just using it as a breakdown and hold for the moment. This looks as if he has a side headlock. Might be trying to like isolate a side and pull him back.
And with Hoare, you got to get those hips to the, whenever you're with the high leg ride, you got to get your hips off to one side to start fighting the feet there.
Yeah,
when you're staying square, you're going to get buried, and those shoulders are in trouble.
Yeah, two legs over one. Try to wrestle kind of back in, put pressure back into the guy, get him to a hip, but not able to do so. Zalota with the ride out, headed to the second with a 3-0 lead. We're going to defer choice as Zalota. Zalota is going to go down. Start the second.
Zalota leads 3-0 at the end of the first period. We all bottom to begin the second.
Hoare gets set up on top. Coming out to the left side, looks to throw the leg in. Zalota immediately looking leg slip as he's throwing his hips into him. Gets under the leg. Not always the best technique, is giving Hoare an opportunity to adjust here. Now with the far ankle. Trying to get height and leverage here. Is Zalota comes up to his feet, looking to turn back into him. Wow, showing a little bit of power there, kind of thrust back in to Hoare to Zalota, and he picks up the reversal.
I'm not sure if Zalota, he was kind of looking at the official like he wasn't sure if he had scored the reversal yet or not.
He's potentially in trouble there, and now Hoare able to pick up a reversal of his own to make it 5-2. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if Zalota knew he was in control yet or not. So he kind of pulled Hoare right back into him.
Or now seeing that there's blood time, it's possible that he was trying to show the official there was blood coming out of the nose.
There's always that too. As you see there, kind of dual reversals on the replay. Cleaning up Zalota with the blood.
Or another M2 guy you see. Coach McKnight there. You know, what a difference the club scene in Pennsylvania has made. That, you know, Pennsylvania has always been your #1 premier wrestling state in the country, but just the top level talent that has been pushed through these clubs in the past 2 decades. You know, when you see Coach Strittmatter with Young Guns, you know, we got guys on the card with Quest, All-American. Coach Waller's been doing it for decades down here in Westmoreland County.
Yeah, I got M2 Training Center, Stellar trained with Chance Marsteller. Something interesting to think I've been thinking about for a while now is kind of the change at M2 Training Center itself over the last 4 or 5 months with David Taylor headed to Oklahoma State. Now Mark McKnight taken over for M2.
And the other thing I noticed on the car is the amount of guys lifting multiple clubs. I think that's a great thing. You know, as a coach, you're going to lean towards what you were really good at. You're going to teach what you were really good at, and you're going to be better at teaching what you were good at. So going out and seeing multiple guys, and within M2, you have so many different coaches there coming through, teaching the techniques. And I think that's, you know, as a wrestler, as you're developing, you need to find what you're good at, and getting exposed to more high-level techniques, and whoever is best at teaching it, I think you go seek that out and get your different spots.
Yeah, and you see that everywhere, even at the senior level. You see guys going and training at different RTCs with one another, going overseas to train with guys. It's not always your best opportunity just to stick with what you know, train with the same guys every day. It's always good to get that exposure. Or is going to get the second period ride out. His choice to start the third. He's going to go neutral with an opportunity to tie it here.
He had enough of those double boots in the first. Wants to protect the shoulders, get up on the feet, look for a takedown to tie this match up.
We got more blood for Zalota, it appears. Another stoppage coming here to clean it up. It's something interesting, too, as you were talking about, Brock, guys training at different clubs, listing multiple clubs. I know even like 10 years ago, back when I was in high school, there wasn't a whole lot of that going on. Like, obviously, the number of clubs has grown a lot, but guys were pretty strict on like who they were training with. Like, if I was a Young Guns guy, for example, like I'm not going to go train at Stellar Trained or M2. Like, I'm a Young Guns guy. It's good that coaches are becoming more open to guys getting themselves out there and learning more from the best guys in the world.
And also within the clubs, you know, how many guys they bring through as like guest clinicians. You know, they see something that they like, they'll go out and they'll seek that person out and have them come in and, you know, show the technique and add it to their repertoire.
Wow, good wrestling through the position there by Hoare as he looked dead to rights with Zalota in on the single leg, able to get his arm in there to pick up the takedown to tie it at 5. Zalota wrestling back into him with a crotch lock, gets his hips square.
You're looking to give up just the escape here if you're Hoare, and actually he's going to recover back up on top.
That's impressive.
Didn't see that coming. I'm thinking get away, don't let Zalota get this reversal and get those boots in on top. 5-5 decision time. Are you going to try to ride for sudden victory, or do you want to give yourself a minute to go after the takedown?
It appears he's looking for the ride out. As we saw him put on a tough ride in that second period after picking up the reversal. He seems kind of committed to it now at this point with 50 seconds to go. Now right side leg comes in for Hoare, going cross body with 4-point here for Zalota. If you're Hoare here, you just make sure you keep your hips on top.
I didn't like how he started to abandon that cross body. He had it locked in. That's a position that, you know, you relatively safe. Stay back on the ankle with the left hand. Now he's got his right arm caught out over, but it's going to burn some clock. The stalemate comes with 21 seconds. Definitely felt the tide shift in this match. You know,
Yeah, Zalota came out hot right off the bat there in the first period, but kind of slowing down now with these rides by Hoare. He's got 21 seconds to force sudden victory. Granby attempt here for Zalota. Now he's wrestling back into him, looking for a reversal, dropping down to the leg as Hoare. Wow, able to get his leg free as Zalota with 10 seconds on the clock to take the 6-5 lead. Zalota drops in on the single leg. See if Hoare is able to counter. Gonna run out of time though.
And good match awareness for Zalota. You don't need the reversal, just wrestle